हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। गोपिका जीवन स्मरणं गोविंदा गोविंदा। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। हरे रामेति कृष्णेति नाम संकीर्तनं सदा लोकक्षेमाय कुर्वन्तं प्रेमिकं सद्गुरुं भजे। कलये सुन्दराकारं सदैकप्रियदर्शनम् अज्ञाननाशकं देवं सद्गुरुं मुरळी। उपुकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं, कृपा तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नामसङ्कीर्तनं यस्य सर्वपापप्रणाशनं नामो दुःखशमनः तं नमामि हरिम्। सर्वत्र गोविन्दनाम संकीर्तनं गोविन्दा गोविन्दा। By the undivided grace of Sadguru, we have the great blessing of pondering upon the Dhruva Charitra last week. It was so great to know that Dhruva was the lineage of Bhagavan, and then Brahma, from Brahma, Swayambhuva Manu. Swayambhuva Manu's son was Uttanapada, and Uttanapada's son was Dhruva. So this is such a great lineage that he was born, and it was because, like, the Arjuna Vishada Yoga, when any person in this world is meeting with some adversities in life, then he really he thinks about as why he was born, what is the purpose of the life. Bhagavan says in Gita, Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi Dukkha Dosha Anudarsanam. This is called Dukkha Dosha Anudarsanam. So like that, Dhruva was slapped on the face by the family situation. Even though he was a very young boy, he decided, because he realized, that the amount of pain that he was going through could not be controlled by his father or mother. But it was a very trivial matter that the small child wants to sit on the father's lap. It was such a small thing. It was okay. But the way the stepmother talked, and then he was insulted in front of all others. And the facts that, that his own father could not stop that insult was throwing upon him. So that was really hurting Dhruva. And his mother was also helpless. So she cried, Suniti cried. Uttanapada was helpless because he was Uttanapada. Because where his foot has to be on Dharma, Suniti, but his foot is on the other side, Ruchi, Suruchi. So Dhruva realized that, my father is not going to take me to places. It's fine. So then what about my mother? My mother says, Aradaya, Adokshaja, Pada Padmam. You go and, do Aradhana to the lotus feet of Sriman Narayana. And there is Jagat Janani, Sakshad Mahalakshmi, and she is the best mother available on this earth. So go in search of that father and mother. The own mother herself says so. And then the stepmother says that, Balosi Vadanatmanam Anyastri Garbhasamrutam Tapasa Aradaya Purusham. So he says Tapasaradhya Purusham. Asya Anugrahena, by the grace of Bhagavan, you please ask a boon that, I have to be born as a son of Suruchi. So Dhruva was totally perplexed. What to do then? Because of the situation in life, it pushed him to forest. He took his mother's word in a very, very serious way. And the moment a soul, a Jivatma is ready to see Bhagavan, and he does not want to settle anything other than the darshan of Bhagavan. It is called mumukshutvam. Acharya Bhagavad says in Viveka Chudamani, Manishatvam mumukshutvam mahapurusha samsrayaha etat durlabhataram trayam. The three things which are rarest of the rare is manishatvam, and then the mumukshutvam, the insatiable desire or liberation to get out of this nonsense. And then, and then the moment he started towards his journey towards the forest in quest of Bhagavan Sriman Narayana, even Bhagavan Narayana triggers Narada. Please go. You are my representative. You, Narada, you and me are not different. We are one and the same. If I go with Shankha, Shakram and Padmam and Gada and other things, people won't believe in the beginning. So you go as a Bhagavata, as a Bhagavadottama, and then, give him the Divya Jnana, that is the Bhagavan's name, and then initiate Dhruva in a penance. So it was by the grace of Narada, everything is happening in 5 months. Within 5 months, Bhagavan himself is coming to the Sannidhi of Dhruva. That is the beauty here. Sagassa Shirshapi Tato Garutmata Madhorvanam Bhrityadadrikshaya Gataha. Bhagavatam says, the 4th canto and the Naumodhyaya, 9th chapter says, Sagassa Shirshapi, even though he has 1,000 heads, Sagasra Sirsha Purushaha, like that Purushottam hails Bhagavan. Sagassa Shirshapi Tato Garutmata. He immediately sits upon Garutmata, on the Garuda. Madhorvanam. He goes to Madhuvanam, where Dhruva was doing penance. So, Bhritya Didrikshaya Dataha. So, he came to the Sannidhi of Dhruva. He wanted to see Dhruva. So, Dhruva fell at his feet because 5 months he could not, he did not speak. In fact, he was not eating properly. So, all his senses were, down, because it was only the Paramatma which was illuminating in his mind. So Bhagavan Kritanjalim Brahmamayena Kambuna Pasparisavalam Kripaya Kapole. He take the Shankh in his hand. In our Tamil tradition, it was a Trinyana Sambandha who got this blessing. Trinyana Sambandha was 3 years old when Brihannayaki and Brahmapurishwara, they came and, Jnanamba gave the holy milk, the mother's milk, to Jnana Sambandha. Like that, here, when Bhagavan was about to start, Vakshasthala Lakshmi, Vaikuntha Lakshmi says, as a mother, the first thing was, Lakshmi thought for 5 months the child my son did not have food, proper food. You will go and give him, Dhruva Pada and all these things. Who wants all these things? First, a child has to have proper food. That is the mother's grace. So Mahalakshmi gave the Kshira of the milk in the Brahmamayena Kambuna, the Sankham, Panjajanyam Hrishikesaha. That Panjajanyam itself gives jnana. And that Sankham carries the milk from the milky ocean, the jnana pal, the divine milk. So Dhruva got the touch. Pasparsa Bhalam Kripaya. With all the love and affection with prema, Bhagavan touches Dhruva Kapole in his cheeks. Kritanjalim Brahmamayena Kambuna Pasparsa Bhalam Kripaya Kapole. So 5 months, like that, when Jnana Sambandha was given the holy milk, then his father, Shivapada Hridaya, threatening that child, Jnana Sambandha. Who gave you the milk? Have you taken the milk from any outcast or from any animal? What happened to you? We are all Nitya Agnihotri. Please tell. Jnana Sambandha, please tell. Who gave you the milk? Then the child looks at the sky and says, Todudaya Shaviyan Vidayeri Tuven Madisudi Kadudaya Sudalai Podipusi Yen Ullang Kavar Kalvan Yeduடைய மலரான் உனை நான் பணிந்தேத்த அருள் செய்த பீடுடைய பிரமாபுரம் மேவிய பெம்மான் இவனன்றே. He looks at Lord Parameshwara and says, பீடுடைய பிரமாபுரம் மேவிய பெம்மான் இவனன்றே. Like that, our Dhruva Swami here, Bhagavan is standing in front. He wanted to praise சொற்றுணை வேதியன் ஜோதிவானவன் பொற்றுணை திருந்தடி புருந்த கைதொழ கற்றுணை பூட்டியோர் கடநீர் பாய்ச்சினும் நற்றுணையாவது நமசிவாயவே. Upper says, Upper was fondly called as Tirunavukaras. He was called as Tirunavukaras because this tongue, the tongue is just a jata. Unless Bhagavan gets into it, if Bhagavan does not become the Tirunavukku Arasu, so in Bhagavatam also, in the second canto, Sri Sukha starts narration of Bhagavatam with a stotra on Paramapurusha, Vasudeva. Solang Krishishta Bhagavan Vachamsi me. He says, let the great Bhagavan decorate my tongue, my words. That is what is Sotrunai Vediyan Jodivanavan. He is Sotrunai Vediyan. If I am speaking, then it is because of the blessings of Bhagavan. Blessings of Bhagavan. So, because of the touch, Chakaratu Sarvagnyam Shankasparjayana Balakam Sayeva Krupa Sindhu Vasudevo Guru Mama. Shri Anna says in Vasudeva Ashtakam, when Anna was 13 years old, a small Shenganur Ambi. So Anna was writing this great Ashtakam on Bhagavan Vasudeva. He says, yes, Chakaratu Sarvagnyam. If Bhagavan can just by a touch, Shankasparjena Balakam, with a touch with his Shankam, and Dhruva has become the Sarvagnya. Sarvagnya means he has understood who is the root cause for this universe. He has a distilled knowledge. That is clear knowledge. Samyak Jnana. Not only the Shastra Jnana, but also the Anubhava Jnana. Not only Shastra Jnana, Anubhava Jnana. In Bhagavatam, he says about Sri Sukha. He not only has the Shastra Jnana, he has also got the Anubhava Jnana. That is the greatness of Sukha. When Suta was starting Bhagavatam, he was praying Sukacharya. In that, Yasvanubhavam Akila Shruti Saramekam Adhyatma Deepam Atititirshatam Tamondam Samsarinam Karunayaha Purana Guhyam Tam Vyasasunu Mupayami Gurum Muninam. Yasvanubhavam. Swanubhavam, his own ability to be Vasudeva himself, the Swanubhavam. Akila Shruti Saram. And he also knows the greatness of Shastras, and he is the embodiment of Shastras himself. That he is the Anubhutiman, not only a Shastrajna. That is what is here. So the Dhruva received both from Bhagavan. Yes, Chakaratu Sarvagnyam Shankasparjena Balakam Sayeva Karuna Sindhu. He is the greatest Karuna Sindhu, the Karuna Sagar, the ocean of compassion. Bhagavan Vasudevaha. Vasudevo Guru Mama. There is nobody else is my Guru. Vasudeva is my Guru. Bhagavan Shri Anna says. And the same Vasudeva comes to him in the form of Podendra Acharya. That is the greatness of this stotra. So, Dhruva wanted to pray. Sridhara Bhagavad Padal says in his Vyakhyanam, because of the blessings of Bhagavan, Dhruva got his words. The words are the gift of Bhagavan. Sutrunai Vediyan. And then he chose to offer to Bhagavan 12 pushpas. or like, since it is the like a dawn where the sun is coming up, and then the darkness of the ajnana is gone by this prayer. So Sridhara Bhagavad says here it is like, Dwadasa Adityas. Dwadasa Adityas came out. It is, coming in the morning like one after the one. That is the greatness of the Dhruva Stuti. The Sarvajna means Dhruva became very thankful. The beauty is the Sarvajnatvam is understanding the single source which is running this universe, and becoming so more and more and more and more thankful and grateful to that great source, which we call it as Narayana, Vasudeva. So Dhruva started, submitting his thanks, his gratitude to Bhagavan. Dhruva uvache yonta pravishamavachamimam prasupta sanjeevayatyakila shaktidaraha swadamna anyamscha hastacharana shravanatvagadhin pranan namo bhagavate purushaya tubhyam. See, he has become Sarvajna by the fact he invokes the concept of the Sarvantaryami. Sarvantaryami. A man has to just think, morning I am getting up, night I am sleeping. In between, where my thoughts were, who kept it? All the memories that I have possessed over very many births, which are being carefully given to me in this birth, who is keeping it safe? Who is giving it back to me? And then, because of whose presence, whose grace, the flowers are blossoming. The morning, all the birds are making, wonderful sounds. The birds are flying. And then we have the Brahmara, what we call, the insects are moving. Even mosquito is flying. What is the reason? Because, these are what I say are looking very trivial. If we spend a minute more, a second more and thought, we can understand the greatness of Antaryami. Antaryami is the biggest person who is doing all the kind things to this Jivatma. Bhagavan agreed to share his, Chaitanya to us. Bhagavan is giving his Chaitanya to you. So the greatest gift that Bhagavan has given to us is the Chaitanya. Otherwise, everything is a dead one. It's a jata. The difference between the Chaitanya and the jata is the jata one does not know it is a jata, whereas the Chaitanya knows everything. The Chaitanya comes from Bhagavan Krishna. That is why it's called Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna consciousness. This is the beautiful thing. Everything is built around this consciousness. That consciousness is Bhagavan. So everything, we have to be thankful to this consciousness. Without consciousness, we are dead. Without consciousness, my eyes cannot see. Without the presence of the consciousness, my ears cannot listen. My skin cannot sense. My tongues cannot speak. My tongue does not have the power of taste. For everything, the base is the Antaryami. But when this Antaryami chose to get into this whole thing, whole Jata world, that is a great thing. We don't know. And when he decides to leave, We don't know. The moment he decides to go away, to withdraw his effect in this body, then it becomes a dead body. Then even it loses its name. So first and every moment we have to feel that we are consciousness, we are not this body. And we have to thank Krishna for being present in our body. So Dhruva says, Yom tapravishya yaha antapravishya. The one who has entered inside, antapravishya, he has entered. That is what Bhagavatam also says. The Virat Purusha is lying. And the Virat Purusha has everything. It has got ears, it has got eyes, it has got nose, it has got the skin, everything is there. Even the prana is there. But including the prana, all the five senses, manas, buddhi, everything, and then the 10 senses, everything is jata. They cannot work independently. Mahabhutanya kankaraha buddhiravyaktam evacha. Bhagavan says, buddhiravyaktam evacha. And then Panchachendriya gocharaha. Everything is a jata. They cannot identify themselves as what? Without the presence of this Antaryami. The 24 tattvas are jata. What are they? The five senses, which are the jnanendriyas, the ability to see, the ability to hear, the ability to touch, all the five. And then the legs, and then the hands, and then the speech, and then the front hole and the back hole. So these five, karmendriya, 5 plus 5, 10. And then the Mahabhutani. What is the Mahabhutam? Akasad Vayuhu Vayoragne Agnerapaka Apah Prithvi. So these five, they are also jatas. Agni does not know it is Agni. It can burn. Who gave the power of Agni? Who gave the power for water to be cool? Please see. Who has given the characteristic to them? And then the Sabda, Sparsa, Rupa, Rasa, Gandham, the 5 Tanmatras. If you can see, the Akasam is the manifestation, but sound is from the Akasha. And then like that, the Akasad Vayuhu, Vayor Agne, Agner Apaha, Apah Prithvi, Sabda, Sparsa, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. These 5, these are called Tanmatra. Akasha, the Sukshma form is sound. Sukshma form is sound. Sparsam, Vayu, the Sukshma form is the Sparsam. Sabda Sparsa, Rupam, Agni is the Rupam. Sabda Sparsa, Rupam, Rasam, water has the Rasam, the taste. And Gandham is having Bhumi. Punyo, Gandha, Prithvi. So these 5, but the beauty is the Akasha has got only one dimension, which is sound. Then the second one is called Sabda and Sparsa. The air has sound and also the Sparsa, the touch. The next one, Agni, has got the 3, Sabda, Sparsa, Rupa. And then the 4th one, water, is called Sabda, Sparsa, Rupa, Rasa. And Bhumi has got Sabda, Sparsa, Rupa, Rasa, Gandham. All the 5 is there, but the Gandham is very specific to Bhumi, which is not available in the other 4. That is why Bhumi is called Punyo Gandha Prithvi in Bhagavad Gita. And then Ahankaram, Avyaktam, Pranan, all these things. Buddhi, some people say Buddhi. So all these things, if you count, it's called 24 tattvas. It is up to the way you divide it. And then all the 24 has meaning without this Andaryam, without this Yaha Antapravishya. The Chaitanya is not there. All these, like, Russian dictionary. no clue what is happening. So the biggest grace again is the consciousness. Bhagavan is giving you his consciousness. Yonta pravishya mamavachamimam prasukta. And then the moment he enters, now I am able to speak. I was like a person who was sleeping. Now it is like, I am able to speak. Sanjivayati. The Chaitanya is only giving the life. Sanjivayati. Akila Shakti Daraha Swadamna. Who is doing this? Akila Shakti Daraha. The Chaitanya is only holding all these things. It is very, very important in Bhagavad Gita says, Jiva Bhutam Mahabhaho Yadetam Dharyate Jagat. Bhagavan says, the 7th chapter. I have two things. One is Para Prakriti, Apara Prakriti. The Prakriti, which is called Bhumirapo Nalova Yuku Kammano Buddhirevate. Ahankara iti yamme bhinna Prakriti Ashtada. That is what Bhagavan says. In that, this 8, that 24 I told you, the 24 is shortly named here as 8. But all the 8 or 24 are Jata unless the Bhagavan Chaitanya gets into it. That is why Bhagavan says here, I am Jiva Bhutam Mahabhaho. I am the Jivatma. I am giving my consciousness. Dharyate Jagat. That is how this world is born by me. Yom tapravishya mama vachamimam prasuptam sanjeevayatyakila shaktidaraha swadamna. He is the universal power cell. He gives the power. He gives the power for a butterfly to fly, and then for a something, for a bee, honey bee, to collect the bee from the honey from the flowers. The bee knows when the flower is blossoming. All the things are very beautifully happening. And then if you drop a small cube of sugar, then somewhere the ant comes. Nobody tells. And the birds are migrating thousands of kilometers from the North Pole to the South Pole. And then they navigate themselves. Who is giving them the direction? Please think. Please think. And then the ants, for the rainy season, they prepare themselves in the other seasons. They constantly work and collect the food. Who is giving them the knowledge? Be it on the day-to-day life or for anything, who is giving that knowledge? The same knowledge was given to Gajendra Moksha, to surrender to Bhagavan. So even if you are blessed, even if you are born in a Muda Janma, like an elephant or a deer, you will be able to do Bhagavad Bhakti. That is the derivation from those charitra, Jadavarada Charitra or Gajendra Moksha. Krishnarchana Prabhavanu Jahati. If you do puja to Krishna, you won't be left out. That is what Dhruva is invoking. Akila Shakti Daraha Swadhamna. Akila Shakti Daraha Swadhamna. He is giving not only to me, he gives me the power to speak. He gives power for somebody to listen. He is making people understand. The same power which makes me speak is within you, and then it makes you listen. It is the only one factor. Sanjivayati. It is Sanjivayati. There are two things. One is Ujjivanam. Ujjivanam is giving the feeling that, there is I am not here because of my deeds. I am because of somebody's grace. If you think of Krishna, it is Ujjivanam. Jivanam means Sarira Posham. Then you eat more rice, more tablets, more exercise, something like that is Jivanam. That everybody is doing Jivanam. But who is doing Sanjivanam is who is thinking the grace of Krishna. Krishnanu Anusmaranam Param. And so Sanjeevayatya Akila Shakti Daraha is giving all the powers for anybody in this world. From where? Swadhamna. Okay, he is giving the power, but from where he is deriving the power, all the Shakti? Is it because that, he is giving, is he borrowing from somebody? If you look at sun is borrowing from the light from where? We may say that, moon is reflecting the light of sun. From where the sun is getting the light? You have to think. Natad Basayate Suryaha, na Shashanko, na Pavakaha, Yasmin Gatwan, Nivartanti Buyaha, Taddama Paramam Mame. Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says. See, in Vaikuntham, if you go to the lokas above Surya Loka, Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Swargaloka, Maharloka. Maharlokam is Martanda Lokam, Aditya Lokam. Above Maharlokam, Janalokam, Tapolokam, Satyalokam, who is giving light? Who is giving light? It is because that the light is coming from the Atma Jyoti. You can understand. For this, you don't need to be an engineer. Because when you are awake, you need the light to see. But the sunlight helps you to see the objects. But if somebody is not having the light in their eyes, suppose if the consciousness is not there, then eyes are there, the sunlight is there, but you are not able to see. Bhagavan Ramana says in Akshara Ramanamala, Kannukku Kannai, Kannindri Kanunai, Kanuvade Evarvaru Arunachala. Please look at who is looking, who is making you to see actually. Then you will go to the consciousness. Who is listening? Who is feeling the touch? Who is feeling the pain? Not this body, not this manas, not this pranam, because these are all jatam. Then you will ultimately go to the consciousness and the presence. Akila Shakti Daraha Swadhamna. The entire universe is deriving the power from this powerhouse, and it is not depending upon anybody. It is his own power. Swarat. Janmadhyasya yatonvayat itarataschaartesh vijñaswarat. Is a Swarat. How can you imagine him? You have to just surrender to him. You cannot understand with your mind. You cannot see him with your eyes. You cannot feel him with your heart. You have to emotionally understand. You have to emotionally surrender to him. Because he is responsible for your mind to think. He is responsible for your eyes to see. He is responsible for your ears to listen. Yom tapravishya mama vachamimam prasupta sanjeevayatya kila shaktidaraha swadamna. Is that antaryami? Is that antaryami? Chaitanya. Anyamscha hasta charana shravanattvagati. Anyamscha hasta, my hand, charana, my legs, shravana, my listening ability to listen, tvagati, tvag means skin, all these things. My noses, my ears, my skin, my tongue. Tongue has two purposes. The tongue is the Jnanendriya and also the Karmendriya. When it is giving the taste sense, it is called a Jnanendriya. When it gives sound, when it makes walk, it is called the Karmendriya. The other thing, when it is tasting, it's called Jnanendriya. So he says, Tvagadine. For all these things to work, you need the Prana Shakti. Pranane. Anyamscha hasta charana shravanatvagādīn. Pranan, and then the pranan. Pranan is independent, it is going and coming, going and coming, going and coming. The prana binds the physical body and the sukshma sharira. The panchakosa, the physical body, the annamaya lingam, the annamaya kosa is here. The Annamaya Kosa is connected to the Manomaya Kosa, Vijnanamaya Kosa, Anandamaya Kosa, through that the layer of the prana. So, Anyamscha Hastacharana Shravanatvagadin. Very, very important. When you are awake, when you are in Jagrat state, you are able to feel the prana. Prana is not just the air. It works in our body in 10 places in 10 different purposes. When it is in your brain, it is different. When it is a liver, it is different. When it is a heart, it is different. So the prana does various functions. Prana is swaha, apana is swaha, vyana is swaha, udana is swaha, samana is swaha. We say there are so many types of pranas which are operating in our body, and the name derived from which location, what purpose. But we generally call it as prana. But the beauty is when you are sleeping in utter darkness, and everything around us is collapsed, because we tend to forget our body. We forget our name, all the history and geography and other details. And then the house, everything, the prapanja around us is shunya, nothing is there. And then we are in the state of sushupti. We deep sleep very deep. And then in between we have swapna. When we are in sleep, we are in darkness. But at that time, we tend to get a light. We see things in the scope of light. From where this light is coming? That is the answer for it. Because when you are going above the lokas beyond the sun, from where the light is coming, it is coming from the Atma Jyoti. Paranjyoti. Sai Manavar says Paranjyoti, Paranjyoti. Arut Paranjyoti, Tanit Parankarunai. Veda says Narayana Paranjyoti. So that one Jyoti is there. The consciousness is there. Aditya Varanam Tapasaha Parastat. So it is beyond darkness. And that light Dhruva is praying. Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. The Bhargo Devaha, the one, the Paramatma, which is the Narayana, the Surya Mandala Madhyavarti. It is not Surya, not the Surya Devata. The Surya Devata has also got an Antaryami. Surya Deva, Namasavitre, Jagadeka Chakshushe, Jagat Prasuti, Sthiti, Nasa, Hetave, Trayimayaye, Trigunatma Dharini, Virinchi Narayana Shankaratmane, Deyasada, Savitur Mandala Madhyavarti. You are contemplating, you are doing the dhyana of Paramatma as the Surya Mandala Madhyavarti, as the heart of Surya Mandala. The Suryan is not the Deva. Surya Devata is one of the Devatas. And the Brahman is manifesting through Surya because he is the center of the upper worlds and the lower worlds. Bhulokam, Bhuvarlokam, Swargalokam. Then Maharlokam is the center. Above Maharlokam, Martanda Lokam, Surya Lokam, then Tapolokam, Janalokam, Tapolokam, Satyalokam. So the lokas above sun, how do they get their light? That is where Bhagavan says, Natad Bhasayate Suryaha. There is a place which is called Vaikunta. It is not a loka. My sthanam, Taddame Paramam Mama. It is my sthanam. Bhagavan says, where there is no ignorance, it's only light. That light, Dhruva is surrendering. Please understand. Yonta Pravishya. This is not a religion. This is not a caste. This is not for people who speak particular language. This is not for people hailing from one part of the world or the other part of the world. This is not for people who belong to one community. Please understand. This is a global prayer. The global prayer. Anybody who is born and they want to pray, this is applicable. Yom tapravishya mamavachamimam prasupta. This is applicable to Australians. This is applicable to Americans. This is applicable to Africans. This is applicable to Zoroastrians, Christians, Muslims, or Sikhs, or Hindus, or anybody. The human body is same. Emotions are different, rules and regulations are different. That is fine. But Antaryami is same. Yonta pravishya. In fact, even from mosquito to Brahma, the Antaryami is same. Nirdosham hi samam Brahma. Tasmad Brahmanite sthitaha. Vasudeva. Vasudevaha sarvamiti. Those words are not just for fun, they are told. It is the Paramatma which is everywhere. Yonta pravishya. Mama vachamimam prasupta. Sanjeevayatyakila shaktidaraha swadhamna. Swadhamna. He is not borrowing the power from outside. He is the source of power for the entire universe. He makes a small ant. He gives that intuition to that ant, and the ant can smell or find out the sugar cubes there, out there. And he is the one announcing to a bee to go to a flower for madhu, for the honey. He is the one who is inducing, who is sitting in my heart and giving. I am not prepared. I have not taken any notes. These points are coming out of, it is because I call him my guru. Yasya atma bhutasya guru prasadat aham vimuktoshmi sharira bandhat sarvopateshtu go purushottamasya tasyangru yugmam pranatosmi nityam. It is because of the presence of my guru in my mind. The words are coming. That guru, Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Vedadi Vibhagine Yomavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Some people call him Dakshinamurti, some people call him Narayana. Fine. Absolutely fine. Ultimately, if you call him Dakshinamurti or Narayana, by whichever name you call, he is happy. Ekam Sat Vipraha Bahudavatanti. But at the end of the day, you have to be thankful to him. Unilaterally, undividedly, without any concern, you have to give the thankfulness to him. That thankfulness without any inhibition is called love. Anyamscha hastacharana shravanatvagādīn prāṇān namo bhagavate puruṣāya tubhyam. Please understand, when you are sleeping, you have a dream, and in the dream you see lot of light. In the wake of light only you see the dream, even though your physical body is sleeping. Who gives that light? From where that light comes? That light is called the Atma Jyoti. In that Atma Jyoti, for that you don't need another light to see it. For seeing the other lights in other things in this earth, you need the sunlight. For seeing the sun, you don't have to, you need your Netra Jyoti. You should have proper the eyesight. Then you can see the sun. So, like sun is Swayam Vektaha, Swayam Prakasaka. The Atma Jyoti is Swayam Prakasaka. Swayam Prakasaka. It reveals itself. Nothing can stop him. Anyamscha hastacharana shravanatvagādīn prāṇān namo bhagavate. Bhagavate says Bhagavan, the one who has the eternal knowledge, wisdom, eternal Shri, the richness, and whatever you call eternal jnana, eternal moksha, eternal parakrama, everything eternal, all the kalyana gunas, sarvantaryamyai, sarvaswamyai, sarvasvatantranai, prakriti purusha, niyamaganai. Endless, he is endless, he has no limits. That is why he is called Bhagavate Puruṣāya Tubhyam. Because he is giving his Chaitanya to live in this Puri. Puri means the place where we live. That is why he is living in this Puri. That is why he is called Purusha. Because he enters Yonta Pravishya. He enters into this body, this Jata, and Sanjeevayati Akila Shakti Daraha Swada. He not only Sanjeevayati, not only does it to me, for every other creatures in this world. And that power is not borrowed from anywhere. It is his own power. Nirasta samyadisayena radasa swadhamani brahmani ramsyate namaha. Shri Sukha says in earlier in Sri Bhagavatam, in his Stuti, Nirasta Samyadishayena, nothing is equal to him or greater to him. Atta samoste abhyadika kutonyaha. Bhagavan, to Bhagavan, Arjuna says in Bhagavad, same principle. Anyamscha hastacharana shravanatvagadin pranan namo Bhagavate. Hey Bhagavan, Purushaya Tubhyam. So I cannot do anything. In front of your grace, I am nothing. I can't complain anything. My head is paining, leg is paining, my life could have been better. Please see the world. You are sleeping, getting up in the morning. You are able to remember your own things. You are able to eat. You are able to digest. You are able to breathe. In spite of all the problems. Somebody is about to die in 2 days. That person has if you really talk to them, they will say, no, in spite of all the problem, Bhagavan is so grateful that I have 2 more days to live. It is because the Antaryami chose to be in his body for 2 more days. We don't know how many days he is going to be in our body. That is, we are complaining. That is why we are complaining. A person complains he does not have a proper pair of shoes. He went on the road and saw a man without even legs. Then he thought, hey, my God, he doesn't have the legs, and I have my legs, and I have a proper. I don't have a proper. It's fine. It's fine. Somebody goes for a checkup, and next somebody is confirmed with some other dangerous disease, and this fellow doctor says nothing. Your report is clear. He says okay, but yesterday he was complaining. Oh, what a life! I have to go for some checkup and other things. Today he says, thank you God. It is comparison. Bhagavan is, see, each and every person goes through in their life because of their karma. But Bhagavan has nothing to do with it. But everybody, Bhagavan is the only person on this whole universe that is equal on anybody. Nirdosham hi samam brahma. On a mosquito, on a worm, on a butterfly, on a snake, on a lion, tiger, elephant, human being, all type of human beings, the rich and the poor, the healthy and the unhealthy, the one who is a beggar and also the rich, anybody, the knowledgeable and also an idiot, a killer and a nice man, anybody, it is because of the Chaitanya it is happening. It's a base. Not only Bhuta, Preta, Pishachaka, also the Devas, the Asuras, the Yakshas, Kinnaras, everybody, the fundamental block is Nirdosham, is Samam Brahma. But the body is changing, their birth is changing, because of their karma. Because the rules are same for everybody. But Bhagavan gives equal opportunity to everybody. Even to Gajendra, even to a deer, even to a snake, Bhagavan has given an opportunity to realize himself. And even in the human form, Bhagavan does not shy away from people who have done a lot of bad things in their life. Apichet suduracharaha bhajate mam ananyabha sadureva samantavyaha samyak vivasito hisaha kshipram bhavati dharmatma shashvachantim nigacchati kaunteya pradijaniki mame bhaktaha pranasya. Bhagavan says. So Bhagavan has no distinction, but the distinction comes to us because of our karma. Samam charantam sarvatra bhutanam yennitakkalihi. Kunti says in her Stuti. It is not Bhagavan who is differentiated. Bhagavan is equally giving himself to a mosquito, to a worm, to a tiger, to a man, or to a deva. The Chaitanya is same. It does not be that an elephant has a bigger Chaitanya and a man has a smaller Chaitanya and a mosquito has the smallest Chaitanya. No. The feeling that me, I am, the Chaitanya is same. So Bhagavan gives equally himself to every. The Chaitanya is same. So for that, we have to be thankful. That is what Dhruva says here. Yonta pravishya mama vachamimam prasuptam sanjeevayatya kila shaktidaraha swadamna. अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं. So हे परम पुरुषा, when he is in this body, when he is in contact with the three gunas, he is called Purusha. When he is really realizing himself to be above the three gunas, he is called Parama Purusha. But the consciousness is one. That is why he says, Ekastvameva Bhagavan idam atmasaktya mayakyayor gunaya magadadyasesham srishtvanu vishyapurushaka tad asadguneshu naneva darushu vibhava suvat vibhasi. Dhruva is proceeding. First, he became thankful. And then he repeat, Muhur is doing the smarana of his grace, the Chaitanya, the grace of the Chaitanya. Whatever you do to Bhagavan, you cannot be more thankful to Bhagavan for being for choosing to be as your Chaitanya. You have to understand. Bhagavan says, all these are my amsas. My amsa. Bhagavan says, all the jivatmas are my amsa, my reflection. It is like Bhagavan is like sun. The jivatmas are like the reflections of the sun on the earth. The sun can be reflected on any shiny surface. So, but it is not real. It is only the reflection of the Paramatma, the only one Paramatma. Ekastvameva, ekastvam, eva, ekastvam. You are only there. You are the one and the only who is present. Ekastvameva, Purushaka. You are the Parama Purusha, Paramatma, Paravasudeva. Ekastvameva Bhagavan idam atma shaktya. Then Bhagavan was only there. Then the Maya starts shining. The Maya is Mayantu Prakritim Vidhi, Mayanantu Maheshwaram. Maya has two types. One is the Avarana Shakti, the other is Vikshepa Shakti. This is Bhagavad Shakti, Bhagavanne. Because he is telling that Maya is the power of Bhagavan, the Atma Shakti of Bhagavan. That is why Bhagavan says in Gita, Mama Maya Duratyaya, Daivi Kesha Gunamayi. Maya is Gunamayi. Trin Gunan. Gunamayi. Sattvam Rajas Tamas. This is called Maya. The Maya has two things. One is the ability to camouflage this world. See, for example, if a person is entering a room and a rope is hanging, the moment he saw the rope, in the absence of light or partial light, that person thought, this is a snake. The Avarana Shakti is that the rope is hidden. And the Vikshepa Shakti is because of the thing that in the rope looks like a snake to that person, that is called Vikshepa. These two are the great powers of Maya. Because of these two powers only, the samsara is happening. Samsara is happening. That is why he says, Ekastvameva. But there is only one thing. Bhagavan, you are only there. And suddenly, out of you, you are the Brahman. When you are Brahman, Nirgunam, Nirvikaram, Nirvisesham, Sattamatram. And at that time, you decide to do that Leela. So what to do? You release your Atma Shakti, the Maya Shakti. The Maya starts shining. So there is an imbalance in the Prakriti. So from the Brahman, first the thing is the Mahat which is coming out. And from the Mahat Shakti, then the Aham Shakti. that ahankaram divides itself into three, which is called the sattvic ahankaram, rajas ahankaram, and tamas ahankaram. From all these, from the sattvika ahankara, the indriya devatas came. Agni, Varun, and Vayu, all the devatas came. And then from the rajas ahankara, the indriyas came. The 10 indriyas came. And then from the sattvika ahankara, the manas came. From the tamas ahankara, panchabhutas came. Sabda, sparsa, rupa, rasa, gandhas came. And all these form into a Virat Purusha. Still the Virat Purusha was lying in the Pralaya Jala, but there was no movement for so many kalpas, so many millions of years. Even after the Srishti was over. And then the Bhagavan decides to give his consciousness into the Parama Purusha, into the Virat Purusha. That is why he started moving his hands, and then his eyes opened and everything. And that from that Parama Purusha's face, Brahmanas came. From his hands, the Kshatriyas came. From his legs, from his thighs, Vaishyas came. From his legs, Shudras came. Like that, it is because the Parama Purusha, there is nothing, his legs are not. In fact, for us, the greatest thing in life is the Parama Gurus, the holy feet. From the holy feet, the Chaturthas came. In fact, if you want to rate them, they are the highest, because, by a simple service to the humanity, they realize Bhagavan. So this is how the whole thing. Yekastvameva Bhagavan idamatma shaktya Mayakyayoru gunaya Magadadya sesham Magadati asesham. Asesham means without exception. So the first sloka thanks Bhagavan for the consciousness. The Antaryami, his greatest benevolence, greatest love towards, because he is coming in, and in the process he is bringing up from Pullagi, Pudai, Puduvai, Maramagi, Palvirugamagi, Paravayai, Pambagi, Hallai, Manidarai, Devarai, Munivarai, Chellan Indra Tavara Changamatul. Like that he says, Manivachakar says, like that Bhagavan, be as an Antaryami, is elevating that soul and coming, because Bhagavan loves you so much, loves each and every Jivatma so much. So Dhruva thanks Bhagavan. Yonta Pravishya Mamavacha Mimam Prasuptam. Because you have given me this word, you gave me the eyesight to see my Guru, to see you Krishna, to see Bhagavatas. You gave me these words to read Bhagavatam, to say Bhagavatam. You gave me these ears to listen to the holy stories of Krishna. You gave me the hand, and also you created the Tulasi, and then you also showed your holy feet. And then you also gave me the good thought that these Tulasis have to be offered to you. Is it not your grace? You gave me the legs. Because of my legs, I come to your temple. I go and see my Guru. I do some Kaikarya. Because of this body, the thoughts, good body, good words, you're blessed. This is all because Yaha Anta Pravishya. Because you have entered. Yo Anta Pravishya Mamavacha Mimam Prasuptam Sanjeevayatya Kila Shaktidaraha Swadamna Anyamscha Hastacharana Shravanatvagadin Pranan Namo Bhagavate Purushaya Tubhyam. So first is the Parama Purusha himself, the Chaitanya, the consciousness. Then Dhruva start describing the greatness of Maya. We will continue the second sloka in detail, word by word, the next satsang. Gopika Jeevana Sparanam Govinda Govinda Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare